Man is capable of many things, sometimes what can seem practically impossible. This is confirmed by the story of Yacouba Sawadogo, a farmer from Burkina Faso in Africa. In the 1980s, a devastating drought hit the land of his ancestors, located in the Sahel region, spreading across 4 African countries, and precipitation levels dropped to 23% of the usual. The savannah quickly turned into a desert, thousands of people perished, and entire communities were forced to abandon their lands. Despite the lack of information about the scale of the disaster, Yacouba continued to work on his ancestral land using ancient farming methods. Initially, his neighbors laughed at him, considering his approach appalling extravagance. They usually sowed multiple fields with seeds, but with the onset of drought, everything was destroyed at once. Yacouba decided to change the soil quality and preserve the harvest using his technique, armed only with a hoe and confidence in his method. He started creating special pits on his ancestral land, called zai, and filled them with biomass made of manure. Thanks to this, moisture was retained longer, allowing crops to survive during dry periods. Moreover, the trees rooted in these zones protected the crops from scorching. Yacouba not only harvested depending on the season, but has also grown rice on almost 100 acres of land. Over 60 species of trees and shrubs had successfully taken root on his farm. Initially, tribal leaders were skeptical of his methods and incited local residents against the farmer, claiming that Yacouba was acting against the traditions of ancestors. His trees were even set on fire several times, and the farmer had to start all over again. However, his actions were recognized by the international community, and the African farmer received an award for combating desertification and drought using traditional African agronomy methods. Yacouba used his award to organize training for thousands of farmers, and thanks to their efforts, tens of thousands of hectares of land were restored not only in Burkina Faso but also in the neighboring Republic of Niger. The level of hunger in risk-prone areas decreased, and landowners realized it's possible to yield crops even in years of drought. The strengthened vegetation alongside agriculture creates shelters from sandy winds, enriches the soil, and serves as fodder for animals. Thanks to Yacouba, the opportunity for the development of new industries such as beekeeping emerged. Improved soil cover increases crop yield and prevents local conflicts. Moreover, poverty levels decrease and the crime diminishes due to trees. Groundwater levels in Burkina Faso began to rise despite population growth. Some analysts believe this is a result of increased rainfall in the 1990s due to the influence of trees. Yacouba was able to purchase a motorcycle, allowing him to help other people in the fight against drought. After receiving the award, he hopes that his example will inspire others to restore their lands and use soil rejuvenation techniques to improve food security and adapt to climate change. He believes that every person can create a flourishing garden if they are hardworking and love their native land. This is evidenced by the rustling of leaves on the trees and the constant harvest. We wish the best to this patient and determined farmer, from whom many of us could learn perseverance and faith in our abilities.